Hello everyone, welcome to the Comic Gamer Movie Show. My name's Deshaun, and today I'm here to give you my quick thoughts on The Mandalorian Chapter 3, The Sin. Now, The Mandalorian has been doing great in my opinion. I think it's pretty much as successful as everyone thought it would be. It's just as good as I thought it was going to be. The only thing that's not what I thought it was going to be was the runtime, and that's about it. It's the runtime, because everything else is turning out great. It's turning out exactly what I thought it was be. And honestly, when I was a kid, desperately wanted to play the Star Wars game Bounty Hunter, which turned out to be complete and utter crap. But when I saw The Mandalorian coming out, I was like, oh my gosh, I get to actually see a good version of this game. And it's definitely lived up to its potential. Now, if you're watching this video, obviously you've already seen my review of the other stuff. This is going to be complete spoilers. I'm going to just get into the nitty-gritty of why the Mandalorian's doing what he's doing, and where of the chapters 1 and 2, and you already know about what happened, so I'm going to just get right into chapter 3. Now, chapter 3 takes place immediately, obviously right after chapter 2. He's finally getting back to that planet. They don't really name the planet he's going to, but we just know that that's the planet where his guild and his clan is. His guild and his clan and the guy who hired him to go find little Baby Yoda is. Now, when he's first getting there, there's more cute stuff going on with Baby Yoda. Baby Yoda's like grabbing a knob off of one of his off of his ship. It's kind of like a gear switch. I can't tell what it is, like a gear switch, but it has like a little knob on it, and it's like a little gear switch, and Baby Yoda kind of grabs the knob off, and he kind of takes it from him and puts the knob back on there. But anywho, and it's kind of setting up, it's kind of a nice setup. Like, this episode was greatly directed, and something that a bunch of people have pointed out at this point is that the show is steadily getting better and better and better, which I already love the first 2 chapters, but this is even the best one. This is probably the best chapter out of the 3 chapters so far. It just keeps getting better and better. And this one is directed by a woman named Deborah Chow. Now, if you wonder who Deborah Chow is and why you might see her name trending on Twitter right now, because Deborah Chow is trending right now, it's because, first of all, this is a phenomenal episode she directed. She's the first woman to ever direct a Star Wars live action thing ever. Dude was the first African American ever direct a Star Wars thing in the last episode, but that episode was great too, episode 2. But this is a big deal for a lot of people. She's the first woman to direct one. But that's not the big thing that makes people talk. The big thing is the woman who's directed this 3rd episode is helming the entire Obi-Wan series, all 6 episodes. They're gonna be 6 episodes of the Obi-Wan series. Might be longer episodes, but she's helming the entire thing. So a lot of people were anticipating wanted to know what her style was. Like, what did she do to get Disney to be like, we like what you're doing so much that we want you to come back and direct this entire series? And this shows. She directs another episode, I believe, in The Mandalorian. I believe there's 8 episodes. There's only 3 so far. I believe she directs like episode 6 or something like that. So she will be back to direct another episode of The Mandalorian. But she did a phenomenal job with this. The action in this one, it just ratchets it up to another level. I'm trying to decide. You know what? I'm not going to spoil it. It's going to be spoiler free. I'm going to still post this up, but it's going to be more spoiler free. But anyways, the Mando gets back to the planet. First thing he does and you're thinking that maybe he's made a bomb with the baby. And the show does this fun thing where it kind of messes with you a bit, because you think you know where this is going, which you kind of know where this is going, but you think you know where it's going immediately. You're like, oh no, he's not going to give the baby up. He's not going to give the baby up. And he immediately takes the baby to the person like he said he was going to do. And they give him all this Beskar. I mean, it's like bars of them. It's at least like 20 bars of this stuff. And you saw how he was able to just make one plate out of just one. And the show also tricked you a bit because you thought that it was going to be like a slow burn of him slowly making his armor better. But no, by the time within the first 15 minutes of the episode, within the first, I'd say 10 minutes of the episode, he's got his all new Beskar shiny. I mean, he is shining like new money. Just like, wow. I seen a lot of people posting up on Twitter that freaking, what was that damn thing? Was it a lobster? was it a snail from Moana? That one who sung "Shiny." I just saw a bunch of people like "Shiny," and I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I guess he was pretty shiny, but like, I'm not gonna get into the details too into the nitty gritty, but without getting into details, stuff goes down. The action in this episode is phenomenal. The camera work in this episode is great. The music, I mean, I never can say that guy's name once. Lundvik Lundforensen. Dude, look at his name up. I don't know, but the music and the way that he's able to use the way he used the Mandalorian theme in different ways, and he speeds it up and like to capture the emotions. And Pedro Pascal, man, he is doing such hard work working beyond that mask. I mean, I just imagine it's got to be one of the hardest jobs ever to try to act beyond that, but he's doing such a great job with his body language and his reaction and the way he talks and when he talks, and because he's a character who so sparingly talks that when he's talking, you just kind of listen. It's kind of one of those old, the old saying that, if you're a powerful man, you don't need to raise your voice. You can talk with a calm voice and people will listen, because you're a powerful man, and that's kind of what he's doing here. There's more complicated stuff that goes on. You get a little bit more insight on Mandalorian culture. You get a little bit more insight on how the guild goes. You get a little bit more insight on this post-Empire world and how people are thinking. There's a lot of things that going on. Like, it sets up the next episode to be something epic, to be something interesting. It plays up more West tropes. Like, this thing plays up, like, if you want to be real, this thing is a Western / samurai / old school Kurosawa samurai spaghetti Western thing, man. And it continues to play with those themes. It continues to play with the the wolf and cub kind of aspects, the comic book wolf and cub, so it just continues to play with these aspects, and it continues to do it in a great level. The Mandalorian is great. You get to see Carl Weathers again as Grief. He comes back and he's great. Everyone's just top notch. I have no complaints about this episode. I've seen some people complain like, oh, it feels small, or I've seen some people complain about the time, like the size of the time. But the episode just doesn't have any fat on it. They do what they need to do, and that's just basically the best thing I can say about the show. Well, one of the best things about the show. There's no fat on this show. There's no random dumb thing that's just happening over here for no apparent reason. If something happens, it's for a reason. They don't got time to waste. We're doing what we came here to do. We're doing this character piece. We're on this one character. We don't need to make hour-long episodes about this. We come, we do it, and each episode kind of feels like a self-contained little episode. Like, it's all connected, but if you saw these episodes out of context, they would still work. And this is kind of an insane thing for a show like this, that if you took the episodes and took them out of context, it would still work. You'd still be able to put pieces together to make this work for you. And I don't know how they're doing this. I don't know how Jon Favreau's doing this. Now, Jon Favreau has written the first 3 episodes. I don't know. I've heard he hasn't written the entire thing, so I believe other writers will come in. Maybe Dave Filoni will write an episode. Maybe once Jon Favreau's done writing the episodes, it'll change. But for so far, so good. This is a great show. And I've seen some people try to argue, oh, well, I mean, it's not exactly the best show, but And I'm just like, dude, calm down. Like, all these people were angry that these not hour-long episodes. Make it as long as you need to make it. The thing is, people will crucify Disney. People are crucifying the Netflix shows for being too long. People crucify, sometimes they get mad at the CW shows for being too long. And here's Disney making a show, and they're telling their directors and whatnot, make it as long as you need to make it to tell that story. And they're going, well, this is all we need. And they're telling the story. So they're giving their creators freedoms to choose the time. And now you're mad. So make up your mind. Is Disney this corrupt thing that are forcing them to make filler, or what? What do you want? What do you want? Okay, they're not making filler, or do you want them to just shrink it down? You just need this hour-long episodes because you're so used to them, and Disney's saying no. And then there's people mad that they're not releasing them all at the same time, and I'm like, dude, you guys have to calm down, man. Like, let them do it the way they want to do it. As long as it's good, who gives a fuck? That's my opinion on that. But I'm just having a good time, man. I really am. I woke up this morning and I just knew I was gonna have a good day. I looked at it I had been in a rush. I was in a rush when Disney Plus first opened up to watch The Mandalorian. I mean, I stayed up all night. And I was in a rush, woke up early, immediately watched episode 2. This morning, I felt this calming feel that I was like, I'm about to watch something good. And I rested up. I was like, I don't want to be drowsy. I don't want to be tired at all. I was like, I kept sleeping. I got up when I felt like getting up, when I was well rested, and then I sat down and I watched The Mandalorian, and I had a phenomenal time. This episode gets a 10. I loved it. I think it's the best episode so far. It's a perfect 10 out of 10. Great action, great acting, great character work, great momentum. It keeps the momentum going. It builds more. It explains more about the characters. It explains more about maybe Baby Yoda and maybe where he came from. There's so much things that happen. This show is hitting on all cylinders, and I can't wait to see the next one. I just gotta wait till next Friday. Thank you for joining me in the Comic Game Movie Show. Please remember to like, subscribe, and tell me what you think of The Mandalorian Chapter 3, The Sin. Please comment below. Let me know. And did I say remember to like and subscribe? Because I would like you to. Thank you. Have a good day, people. Oh, guess not.